This episode of Minds on the Mersey is brought to you by SLM GP, your affordable private GP in the heart of Liverpool. You're listening to Minds on the Mersey. The podcast is all about strong minds, real talk, and positive mental health for men. We're breaking down barriers, smashing the stigma, and having the kind of open, honest chats that really matter. From everyday struggles to stories of strength, this is where conversation meets connection. I'm your host Sam Roberts, and this is Minds on the Mersey. Hello everybody, what's happening?
Oh, yeah.
How are you, Rich?
I mean, you're obviously better than I am. Look where you are. Fucking
Well,
hell, Sam.
It is quite sunny here, mate. It's about 26, 27 degrees.
Yeah, it's about that here, to be fair. But I'm in work and you're on holiday.
I'm down in Cornwall, mate, at my mum's caravan site. Yeah, yesterday, mate, was unbearable. It was like 32 degrees at one point. I wasn't coping well with that.
It's meant to be hotter today, though, isn't it?
Not down here. Down here's cooled off ever so slightly. There's just a slight bit of relief, which is, heaven sent, mate. Honestly, absolutely heaven sent. But for anybody who's not watching on the video, and obviously is only listening on the audio, I am sat here with my shades on, up on the decking outside the bar, whilst we record this.
Sam, can I just stop what you're saying there with a second, right? I want to introduce everyone to my new little mate, Rambo.
Hello, Rambo. For anybody who's not watching on video, Rambo is not a mercenary in Richie's house. It's his new kitten.
He's good with knives. He's got these murder mittens here, mate.
Has he? Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't mess with him then. I won't mess with him.
Go on. Fuck off. Yeah. Mate, I woke up this morning. He was licking my eyelids.
Yeah, I don't think I could cope with that very well, you know.
No, he was licking my eyelids. Look, he's at it again, look.
He's got your ear now, yeah.
You know, yeah, he's just at it all the time.
Funny, that. Bless him. How's he settling in?
John's not, mate, he's good. He's doing well with the dog as well. Do you know what I mean? So, like, he's rubbing up against the dog. The dog's a bit unsure. So,
really,
like, yeah, but so the dog's like, what the fuck's this? Like, moving his head away.
Who's this invading my space, mate? This is my house.
But, like, he's just in full, like, kitten mode, mate. Just, like, doesn't, as a play, as something to eat and goes a kip. So.
Sounds. Bless him. Happy days, right?
Yeah, he's 14 weeks old, Rambo is now.
Nice.
So, I do apologise. He's always up to fucking no good. You'll see me, like, getting distracted. You might even have to tell him off. Like, what are you doing? So, I do apologise, guys. So, right, Sam, should we crack on with it?
Why not, mate? I'm only just sat here chilling out on holiday, so yeah, why not? Obviously, I'm saying why not. I've just got back from Why Not Festival, haven't I?
Yeah.
I think I'm a bit old for that sort of shit now, Richie, to be honest with you. It was good, don't get me wrong. I had a good time, and the music acts were very good.
Okay.
But just, there's a lot of walking involved, and a lot of sleeping on the floor involved. And I am of a certain age now, and it's like, it took it out of me, I'm not going to lie. And then I made a bit of a mistake. I went a bit too hard on the Friday. And when I say a bit too hard, I mean I went like balls to the wall hard on the ale on the Friday, which meant on the Saturday I wasn't in the best of conditions for anything, never mind being at a music festival with more drink and red hot sunshine and music acts and God knows what. So it was good. I went with my younger brother and my younger sister, my cousin, my younger brother's lad, Harry, and our Perry came along as well.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, it was good. The new tent that I got for the festival was absolutely boss. Those air tents are classic if anyone is into camping.
What, is it one of the ones that you just blow up and it just fucking comes
Mate,
out?
honestly, so we put it was a full 6-man tent with 3 bedrooms at the back of it, full like sort of area at the front and an awning. It went up in like 20 minutes. It was ridiculous. And that's the first time we've ever put it up as well. So air tents are the way forward, mate. If you're into camping, trust me, they're boss. That was all good. That was nice. The festival itself was good. The music, like I say, the music acts were good. The streets on the Sunday were boss. The streets were really good. They played a Grand Don't Come for Free from start to finish. That's 20 years old this year. So that was really good. That was class. Prices of the ale and the food, though, Jesus Christ, mate. So on the Thursday, mate, on the Thursday when I got there, I got into the main arena for the first time, and the first bar that I come across was cans only, and for a can of Thatcher's apple cider was £6.75 for one can.
And they're buying that for like £1, aren't they?
Mate, I just bought fucking 10 cans for £10 in the supermarket on the way there. Do you know what I mean? It's just scandalous.
Just taking the piss.
And then the food options, loads of food options, really nice food options as well. Roughly about £15 a sort of a meal. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just being attacked by a wasp here. 2 seconds.
Right, mate, I'm just getting attacked by a fucking cat.
But no, it was good. We were really lucky. We got the weather. Didn't rain once.
Yeah.
What it did mean is that it got very dusty. So by the Sunday, I had a really sore throat. And that was because everywhere we were walking, it was kicking up the dust off the floor, and it was getting back your throat. And I had a really sort of sore throat by the Sunday, which was a bit weird. Like, you know, no, it was. I mean, it's better than it pissing down, I suppose. But
yeah,
you know. But no, it was good, man. It was good. We had a good laugh. But I was absolutely more than ready to come home by the sort of Sunday.
If you had a sore throat, you could have gone and seen our mate at SLMGP, couldn't you?
I could have done, couldn't I? Yeah, I could have gone and seen Tom and Sam.
No queues. Do you know what I mean?
No, exactly. Yeah, straight in. I
wonder if they'd give us a discount. Have to ask.
I don't know. Have to ask him, won't we? Have to ask him. But yeah, so it was good. But yeah, like 4 days without a shower was a bit rank.
Not gonna lie. Mate, I've really been to a festival, to be honest with you. I've been I've done like concerts and stuff like that, do you know what I mean? And all that kit and caboodle. But the idea of camping and sleeping on the fucking floor, I'm too uptight for that shit, do you know what I mean? I can't do that stuff.
Do you know what?
I'm built for comfort, do you know what I mean?
This is the same for me, but you know, we made the most of it, and I think the key to it is if you just get pissed enough, it doesn't matter. You just fall asleep anywhere. So, you know, I think that's pretty much finding the right balance of being just enough pissed to fall asleep comfortably, but not waking up with a severe hangover the next day. That's the difficult balance you have to try and work out. Like,
and then having to peel fucking 4-day-old testicles skin off my leg. Oh, no, thank you, Sam. No, thank you.
Well, we had these wipes that you wet and they get all soapy because we're having to stand in the tent literally and wash ourselves with these sort of soapy
a proper Birkenhead head wash.
Yeah,
proper Birkenhead head wash, mate. Yeah.
So that was interesting. That was fun. But no, it was good. It was good. But I'm not going back next year. I don't think. Just because, yeah.
If they had a 5-star hotel next door where I can go in, I can have a decent kip, I can get a shower, and then all that. So I'll be at every single festival every year, mate.
Well, do you know what? They do glamping. So they do like glamping. They get like a wigwammy type sort of thing. And they have showers. And my sister went in one of those a few years back, paid a hell of a lot of money for the privilege. And she said the showers were horrific. They were really, really bad. So that's why she didn't bother upgrading this time.
Yeah, no, I'd have to go and find myself a nice 5-star restaurant. 5 stars, you know what I mean? I like me get a fillet steak when I get it.
Comforts.
Yeah, I can't be arsed for all that lying on the floor shit and all that stuff, mate.
Something mad happened while I was there, though. Get on this, right? So, when you set something like this up, like a podcast and stuff, and it's out to the world, and it's out in the public and that, one of the things you sort of think is, do you know what? How fucking mad would it be if I got recognised one day through doing this? And I was at the bar, ordering a couple of ciders, expensive ciders. And I had one of mine's on the Mersey t-shirts on, because obviously I was trying to promote the podcast while I was there. So, you know, as you do. There's 30,000 people there. You've got to take the chance while you can. Do you know what I mean? So I'm in the queue, and then I hear a voice behind me. Oh, mine's on the Mersey. I've listened to that before. So as I've turned round, the lad went, no way, you're the host, you're Sam. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. He's like, and so big shout out to Sonny, who has been listening. So yeah, he was like, oh, no way, yeah, I've listened to a couple of episodes and I've seen your the reels on Instagram and TikTok and that, and they're all dead good. And I was like, oh, nice one, mate. And
you've had a troll, and now you've been recognised out of 30,000 people.
mate, well, then he
Fucking
turned around. Mate, then he turned around and went, is there any chance I could have a picture? And I didn't know what to do. I was like, yeah, okay. So stood there and got me picture with him, like. So Sonny, if you're listening, lad,
should have charged him a can of cider.
yeah, Sonny, if you're listening, lad, whack the picture in the comments, mate, of the episode. But yeah, it was just like bizarre. And then the funny thing was, I went back to the bar after I'd finished those 2 drinks I got, and I went back to the same girl because she seemed to be the least busy. She's obviously the quickest at serving. And she turns around to me and she goes, you know, you got a picture with that fella earlier, because I was just in the middle of paying as he asked. And she went, are you famous or something? And I was like, no, not at all, no.
Definitely not. Yeah. So mine's on the Mersey.
I was just like, no, I've just got a podcast and he's seen a few reels and listened to a few episodes. So, but it was bizarre. It was a bizarre sort of thing. But obviously it means that we're getting out there and that we've got a little bit of a reach and stuff. So, you know, we want to record this and do this to help people, you know, and if it's getting out there, then that's obviously a good thing, isn't it? So,
yeah,
you know,
really
it's
yeah.
So yeah, so that was a bit of a bizarre little twist to the weekend. So yeah, bizarre but funny and good. And then all my family didn't believe, oh no, you're making it up. Oh yeah, you're making it up. Blah blah and all this. And then Sonny posted the picture on his Instagram, so I was like, see, fucking told you, dickheads. So yeah,
Little do they know you actually paid Sonny a $5 for the picture
to pretend to recognise me. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I bought him a can of Thatchers. He was made up. Oh dear. But no, it was good experience. The festival was good and the music was good, which is the main thing. So, and Perry enjoyed it as well. Not really his thing, but he enjoyed himself because he was with everybody else, so he had a good time. Yeah. He was loving it. So yeah, that was good. That was really good. You've been fishing again, haven't you? Been doing your fishing still?
Hooked, aren't I?
Fucking hell. I told you not to say that again.
I know. It's just I can't help it. Yeah, I went on Sunday night, did a few hours, and I'm not very good at it. I'm really not. But you know something, right? Like the amount of it's not even that far away from like where we normally record. So I'm from the office. It's about a 10-minute drive. So it's like when you think about the Willow's like it's actually really rural. But like you just literally turn off this random road, you go down a dirt track in Morton called the Brickworks. That's where we fish, and it's just like you're in a different world straight away. And like I get home afterwards, and I'm not tired, and I have such a good night's sleep after the bin.
Yeah,
and it's just been sound. Like hopefully going to go again some point this weekend. Hopefully.
Nice, very nice. It's good that you've got that. It's like escapism, isn't it? I suppose it's like me with the footy. Anfield, you know, it's like a little bit of escapism where you just sort of you're not thinking about work, you're not thinking about bills, you're not thinking about this, thinking about that. You know, it's
a tenner for a dawn till dusk. Do you know what I mean? But even if you turn up at like in the afternoon, it's still a tenner. It's a tenner regardless. Even if you're there for an hour, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but it doesn't matter. It's just a way. You catch a few fish, like, you know, I haven't caught that many carp. I catch fucking loads of bream, doing me fucking head, and they stink and the slime and all.
And you're after the carp, aren't you? Is that what you're after?
That's what I'm at. I want a decent sized carp. To have fucking want to be one of them dickheads with a fucking one of them dickheads with a picture. You know what I mean? No. You're not really dickheads. I'm messing. I'm
Richie's profile picture, just him and a fish like that on Facebook.
I'm aspiring to be one of you, and I just like I had a carp on. The fit, so we cast the line and had a carp on straight away, and it fucking snapped the line. I see me ass at a proper ruin. It's in a bad mood for a good hour and a half after that.
It's supposed to help you with your mental health, not like do it the other way.
Honestly, I had a proper twat of a mood on after that for a good hour and a half. It was, and then the bream was still coming in, and then we were just me and my mate Rod were just talking, and it's nice, you know, it's nice and chilled, and Yeah, hopefully, like if go again, can maybe catch a car. I'm gonna try a different method this weekend. I'm gonna try fishing with bread on the
Oh, okay.
surface and a float. Like we've been doing something called the method mix, where you have like a big ball of like ground bait and the hooks just off it with like a little bit of bait on that. That sinks down. They come in, they hoover it up, and they catch like they latch on, and hopefully you get them on the hook. So we're
Right.
gonna try them on a bit of bread this weekend if we go, and never done that before. That should be good. Something new to learn. That's the what I'm actually enjoying most, learning something new.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like a
But,
new hobby, new skill, isn't it?
yeah, so yeah, learning that it's really therapeutic. And the good thing is as well, Rod had all the gear. Rod's gear, my mate Rod is all his gear is really old, but we haven't had to buy an awful lot. Couple of new bite alarms, couple of deck chairs. Like I think, and then we just have to buy some baits, like we our ground bait and pellets. We buy like it's only comes to like fucking like a tenner, it's 15 quid. Do you know what I mean for like a that and some sweet corn and stuff. So
Perfect. Perfect.
it's actually relatively been okay, really. But talking to him about like maybe potentially go and do an overnighter, doing like a cabin where the
Yeah,
lake's
nice.
just at the end of it. I can't be asked going in a fucking tent as we've just discussed.
As you just
But
discussed.
a cabin with like when you open the patio doors and the lake's there, go and do like maybe like a day and a night overnight and do something like that. So anyone knows anywhere where you can recommend to go, let me know, please, because looking for somewhere where I can go and spend the night and hopefully catch some big fish.
Nice, yeah, man. That'll be class, wouldn't it? Anybody who's a fisherman, get hold of Richie on the drop a comment on the old episode and give him some recommendations. That'll be cool, as that'll be cool, as.
Yeah, we will be. Yeah.
Um, I've been wearing my health band for a while now.
Oh, why you brought that up last time, didn't you?
Yeah, so I've had it on probably, obviously apart from showering and stuff, I've had it on pretty much constantly for close to 3 weeks now, I'd say.
Okay.
So do you know what? I don't think obviously it's the same as a certain brand, but obviously cheaper. It's exactly the same thing, I think. I just think that this other brand, they buy them up at the price I bought it up as, and then remarket it as their own thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not as accurate. It's not like, so the sleep, for example, I mainly bought it to track my sleep. And there's been a couple of times where I've sort of woken up in bed and I've sort of grabbed my phone, answered a couple of emails. You know what you do like, on a day off, for example, and you sort of have a quick scroll on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and then, you crack on with your day, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, sort of a couple of times I've done that, and my health band thinks I'm still in bed, thinks I'm still asleep. So it's recorded
Okay.
that as like light sleep. But apart from that, it's really sort of, it is good because obviously it tracks your heart rate, which then also tracks your blood oxygen levels, and it tracks your stress, and you can input your diet on it and stuff like that. So what you're eating, your calories, and that sort of thing. It's really good, the calorie thing, because it uses AI. So basically, you scan the item that you're eating with the camera, and it
Yeah.
finds all the nutritional information for you using AI, which is boss.
How much was it?
22 quid off AliExpress.
You see people buying like all sorts of like Apple Watches and shit, don't you? Do you
Well,
know
that's
what I
it.
mean?
So, obviously, I wanted the screenless one, as I mentioned previously, because I didn't want the distraction. But I think no, it's good because it gives you an overall sort of view of your health. So it's at the moment it's sort of saying that I've got get a quality of life score. So my quality of life score is good, but could be improved. So like, as you can imagine, I'm on holiday. I've not done much exercise the last sort of few days. You know what I mean? I'm sort of just
Yeah.
hanging around the caravan, sweating my tits off. But when I was at the festival, I was getting like 17, 18,000 steps a day in. And it was saying that because I'm doing the exercise, that
Sorry,
my
son.
quality of life. That's all right, mate.
Would you fuck off? You're doing my nuts riding. One.
Richie's currently shouting at Rambo. So for anybody who's not watching on YouTube, yeah. So the quality of life score while I was at the festival was dead good because I was getting the exercising as well. So you know what I mean. So it is worth having, and the sleep score thing is interesting. It's telling me that I need to go to bed at a regular time, regular intervals, less screen time before going to bed, because it can tell that I'm having screen time because then I'm laying in bed awake for a long time before falling asleep. So it's giving me advice on how to improve that. So I'd say it is working. It's definitely sort of there's something to it that it definitely works like. So
See,
we'll
I can't. When I go to bed, I don't go on my phone at all. Like I might be downstairs, but when I have to go get in bed, my phone's on the side. I'm away.
yeah.
Like I'm pretty much asleep. Like near enough as soon as my head hits the pillow.
Happy days. Happy days. I wish I could.
The problem is, like if I wake up, I'm then awake. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like ADHD goes, "Heading, you are up, son. Let's get this
Let's get
fucking
cracking.
party started." Like it's like, do you know what I mean? So, but no. Speaking of that ADHD, Sam, sleeping and stuff, started these new tablets,
Yes,
and I
you said
can't
about
for the
this.
life of me remember what they're called. They begin with an A, amoxicillin
Right.
or something like that, right? And this is the best I've ever felt on ADHD since I've been
Really? Yeah.
diagnosed. Honestly, yeah, I'm so. Don't get me wrong, the tablets have got the side effects, which shows every medication, I suppose. So at the moment, I'm still feeling like a little bit sick in the morning after I've taken it, and then I start like sweating a little bit. But other than that, I'm actually pretty sound, pretty calm, cool, collected. Nothing's really phasing me. Do you know what I mean? It's just
Good
like,
lord.
okay, let's crack on. Like, do you know what I mean? It's been a bit of a revelation right now, to be honest with you. Kind of like when I
Nice.
shaved my head. Felt quite relieved
Nice.
after that, do you know what I mean? So fingers crossed everything's going well on them. I'm not feeling down like I've done previously on the other ones, so where like they still feel like me in a way, do you
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's just good. I still
I
feel
know
like I
you're
can.
umming and ahhing for ages about taking them, weren't you?
That was the antidepressants, that was.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, still haven't taken them. Don't feel like I need them at the moment though. I feel all right. I feel like
But you're doing well, yeah.
these tablets are doing okay, yeah.
Class.
So see how we get on with them. Keep on monitoring it. I've got to fill out these forms and stuff like that. Another good thing as well on them, I've lost £7 in a week
Jesus, nice.
because they're a bit of
Is that
like
one of the side effects? Appetite
they're
suppression, is
they're
it?
an appetite suppression. Which listen, I've got change. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
they can keep working. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. Very good, very
So
good.
oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, everything's going well. Like I'm actually quite made up about them. But in terms of the sleeping part of them, going back to your point about your sleeping and stuff like that, yes, I do fall straight to sleep even still on them. But when I'm awake, it's like I'm like unhinged at that point. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
here's Johnny, and I'm like,
Go time.
yeah. So until I take that tablet, I'm a bit like erratic, bit scatty.
I'm glad they're working for you, though. That's class, that.
Yeah.
So while we're on the talking about our mental health and stuff, Andy Burnham, new Prime Minister, we touched on it a few weeks back, didn't we? And he has promised basically to open walk-in mental health centres. I think the number he put on it was he wanted to set out plans to create a network of nearly 200 community mental health centres and mental health A&Es by 2029. And apparently he's planning to put them in places like post offices and banks and that sort of thing.
Post offices and banks are
Which
shutting down though, Sam.
that's exactly what my next point was going to be, is the fact that all banking's going to mobile and online banking, isn't it? So there'll be no banks to put them in soon.
I remember like back in the day, like there was post offices everywhere. There was like
Yes.
four
Yeah.
in Birkenhead town centre. Do you know what I mean? That I can remember off the top of my head. And but now I'm just like, hey, if he's going to do that, like in actual fact, and I'm sorry, please prove me wrong here, Andy Burnham. Tag him in, Sam, as a collaborator
Yeah, I
on it.
will.
Like, where are you actually going to put them? Because enough every bank I know is shut. Like, if I want to go to a bank now, like I live in Pensby, the one up in Heswell's gone, the closest one. I've now got to go all the way to Birkenhead, got to pay £2 a park, and I've got to go in, which is absolute fucking. It's a
Yeah.
nightmare. Do
There's
you know what I
loads of
mean?
them in Liverpool that have closed down around like the edges of the outskirts. Even the banks in the city centre are closing as banks and turning into like lushes and stuff. So you know what I mean? It's crazy.
And again, I'm sat here now trying to think about where the post offices are. I can only think of one off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
maybe it's
exactly.
no two, but like the post offices are in the back of shops. They're not.
Yeah.
It's not just a standalone postie anymore. It's always got like a Londis attached to it or a type of shop. So my question is, where is he going to put them?
Well, yeah. So it's got So let me read a bit of the article here. The aim is to give those experiencing a mental health crisis or significant distress somewhere to go and get help when they need it, with plans to open dozens of the hubs in high street locations like banks and libraries. 1 in 5 people struggle with their mental health, and thousands of people turn up at A&E when they get to crisis point because they cannot find help elsewhere. The government believes its plans, which build on pilots that have been run over recent years, will help tackle the issue and ensure people receive expert care when they need it. The government said there will be 100 new community mental health centres opened in a variety of locations from libraries and banks. Some will be set up in new buildings.
Okay, fair
So
enough.
there's a part of that there which I think is vital. We spoke about it with the lads from Wick last time, and it's saying in there about 1 in 5 people struggle with mental health, and thousands of people turn up in A&E when they get to crisis point because they can't find help elsewhere.
Yeah.
How many times have we said there aren't enough preventative measures going on to stop people from getting to crisis?
No, exactly,
We've
mate.
said this so many times. So if this can be rolled out, I think this could be a real positive sort of step in the right direction. It's just how are they going to get it rolled out?
It's not just that though. He's gonna face a lot. Listen, mate, I welcome it. I really do welcome it. Hopefully, he does get it done, but he's gonna face a lot of scrutiny, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? Because you've got like the NHS is underfunded right now. The NHS needs help and stuff like that. So, like, you know, in theory, they've already got somewhere in place. They don't need to go open a new building and stuff like that. But put it in the fucking GPs. Put it in the doctors. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's enough doctors and GP surgeries about the gaff. Put it in there. You don't need to go opening all these fucking fancy places and all that sort of stuff. Put it in there, and if someone is facing crisis, stuff like that, there's then other doctors and nurses around them that can also support as well. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know, and
absolutely.
Put it, like, fund them properly and put it in there. Do you know that in that way? I don't think you'll go far wrong then.
When are you becoming the Minister for Health, Richie? I think we should push for that. Maybe get a petition going.
Be fucking Prime Minister, me, mate.
You want the top job? Fuck this ministerial roles. I want the fucking big dog job.
Because like the problem is like the fact of the matter is, mate, that Andy Burnham's going to do well because he's a lot more relatable to like the common man, isn't he?
Yeah.
You can't have someone called Sir Keir Starmer as a fucking Prime Minister. I'm sorry. But, you know.
Not very relatable, was he? Do you know what I mean?
No, sounds like a twat as well, doesn't he?
But no, I mean, good luck to him. I hope they can pull this off because I think it's a great idea.
I just don't want him to overcomplicate it and start getting bogged down by finding somewhere to go. There's plenty of empty buildings. There's plenty of places. And you've already got GP surgeries. Do you know what I mean?
GP surgeries, health centres. I mean, look at the lifestyles up in Liverpool. They've got the whole lifestyles. They could be put in them. Do you know what I mean?
Like in the GP surgery that I go to up in Heswell, like the doctors' names are all on all the doors. Do you know what I mean? Now, not every doctor's going to be in there every single day. Some of them might come in at 10 o'clock. Some of them might do like patterns. Do you know what I mean? You just move from room to room. Like first, you're going to be in room 1, which is Dr. Smith's. You're going to be in room 2 is Dr. Newton. You're going to be in room 3 is Dr. Forshaw and stuff like that. So just move it along. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't overcomplicate it, but also don't be getting all these people in there with fucking degrees and letters out in there. Get people who have been through it.
Yeah.
Live. There's nothing better than lived experience. It's the best way to help people. I'll have 2 people in there. Have an actual doctor.
We've said it so many times, haven't we, mate?
Have an actual doctor with the letters after name, and have the lived experience in there. Get them to collaborate in the room with the person who needs a little bit of help. And then,
totally agree.
And then get organisations like there's fantastic charities we mentioned. We're trustees of One Mersey Mind Project. You've then got the lads who we had on the other week. Got the lad who's on after us here. Do you know what I mean? Connor and stuff like that. So it's Kam Outdoor Kam. That's his name, isn't it? Yeah,
that's it.
Outdoor Kam, who's on after us, who's on the second half of this episode with us when we miraculously changed location and our clothes are all different. Yeah, just happens magically, doesn't it?
The magic of podcasts.
The lads who were on last week when the phones died.
Lads from More Than Men.
More Than Men, you know. The Wick Foundation.
Yeah.
There's Positivity CIC. Like, Jess is actually going into Magenta's building next week.
Is she?
Yeah, to help out and have a chat. Do you know what I mean?
Class.
So It's
Pass. While we're on the subject of Jess, she's just for anybody in the Liverpool or Wirral area who listens and watches, Jess has just started her morning coffee and chat and walk club for men, called the Richie's Morning Brew, in memory of her good friend Richie. So anybody in the area, go and give her support and go and maybe turn up and see if you can go and help her out. So I've just got a bin lorry reversing here. Stand well clear. This lorry is reversing. Right. Anyway, he's doing me head in, so I'm going to go. I'm going to go and get a drink. Richie, nice one. Thanks for this.
Yeah.
Just while we're here, because I forgot to say it at the beginning, you're about to read an advert for SLMGP. Oh, and they just turned the music back on. Amazing. Good timing. Go and check out SLMGP. They are our sponsors, our main sponsor, and we are very proud to be partnered with them. So go and check them out. You're about to hear an advert for them as well. Go and buy some merch if you can, please. That would be amazing. The weather's great for a bucket hat. The bucket hat at the festival was a lifesaver for me. Didn't burn me head once. Got me bucket hat. Happy days.
Yeah.
Richie, I will give you a bell soon, mate. As Richie has just said, we are going to go and miraculously change clothes and location after these short messages from our sponsors. So, see you in part 2. Cheers, guys.
Take care, guys. See you soon. Hi, guys. Like we said earlier, some exciting news. Our podcast now finally has a sponsor. Where are we, Sam?
We're down on Duke Street. We're in Liverpool. We're down on Duke Street on this beautiful sunny day.
Lovely.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Got my shades on.
Not
Must
good
be
for
nice.
my bald head, though.
No, you're going to burn your head.
Yeah.
We are down here on Duke Street because our brand new sponsor, SLMGP, are based on Duke Street. Really convenient, close to loads of public transport. It's quite easy to get to, and we found it dead easy to get into today.
I walk.
The SLM are a private GP. And we're going to go in and talk to Tom and Sam in a minute, and they're going to talk to us about what it is they offer and the reason why they wanted to partner with us. These guys offer loads of services, but one of the main ones they do is they do the health checks for the taxi drivers and the medicals and that.
Medicals for visas for people coming into the country and all that sort
of stuff. But they offer loads of stuff. Going to go in, we'll talk to them and let them tell you about what it is they do. Right, guys, here we are inside SLMGP. This is your local private GP in the heart of Liverpool. We are on Duke Street, and I and Richie are with Tom and Sam. Another Sam. Get in. Happy days. Tom, just quickly for our viewers and listeners, tell us the reason why you wanted to set up your own private GP centre.
Yeah, we wanted to set up a service that complements the NHS and offers affordable, accessible appointments, including evening and weekends. To make services accessible for people with busy lives and commitments.
100%. So like I work Monday, Friday, 9 to 5. It's almost impossible to get an appointment outside of those hours, but you guys offer that service for everybody.
Yeah, and we can do appointments in person here, or if needed, we can do them remotely as well, if that's easier for our patients. So yeah, we're flexible. Our main face-to-face clinics are on a Friday and a Saturday, and then we run remote clinics during the week as well.
Amazing, absolutely fantastic.
Okay,
cool.
Sam, so why mine's on the Mersey?
I think the thing that's really great for us about you guys is that it really complements a lot of what we believe in and what we kind of want to focus on. So you guys focusing on mental health and men's mental health, we recognise that that's an area that, is important, and we want to partner with someone who has similar values to ourselves. We also like to work with kind of local communities and people who are helping out in that way. So it's a really perfect match for us. As I said, aligns really well with what we want to do. I'm really looking forward to partnering.
Amazing.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Happy days, huh?
And this, guys, these two here, they're our new sponsor. How about that, eh?
Absolutely. Happy days. To find out more about the range of services on offer, please visit slmgp.co.uk. That's slmgp.co.uk. Thank you very much to Tom and Sam for being Minds on the Mersey's main sponsor. We've got some exciting news.
We've only gone and done it again, guys. Considering we're only, what's this now, 12 episodes?
Yeah.
We've got merch.
We've got merch, baby.
Who do we think we are, eh?
We have merch, mate. Look at that. This.
What's the website, Sam?
The website is tshirtstudio.com/marketplace/MOTM. Honestly, the quality
link
is
will be
amazing.
underneath us as well.
Yeah, we'll put the link up on the screen. The quality is unbelievable, innit? They are really good quality. Richie's got the shirt in black there. We've got the t-shirts that come in black, blue, which I'm wearing, white and red, which the quality of them is really, really nice. The printing's really, really good. We've got a tote bag here.
Who do we think we are?
Who do we think we are? Unbelievable. Look at this, look. We've also got hoodies, adults and kids. We've also got a kids t-shirt. We've also got a mug. And we've also got a bucket hat. Festival season coming up. Got a bucket hat. I do want to stress and I do want to say, any money made from the sales of this merchandise is going straight back into the podcast so we can pay for things like equipment, software, all that sort of stuff. We're not making any money off it. It's just so we can keep making this podcast. So please go and check out the website. If you can spare a few quid and buy a t-shirt to, you know, show you love us, that'll be amazing. The website is tshirtstudio.com/marketplace/MOTM. So here we are, part two.
Part two,
Back
Sam.
for part two. We've more than likely had a costume change because
Yes.
we are recording this in advance, aren't we? So yeah, our clothes and maybe our appearances might not look the same from last time. Who knows?
You should have a suntan.
I'm going to go into Cornwall.
It's fucking hot down there, mate. Fucking dead hot down there.
Yeah, all right. Part two, our guest is here and we are joined by Outdoor Kam. Kam, how you doing, mate?
Not too bad, mate. I'm good.
Amazing, amazing. Thanks for coming down.
Thanks for having me down.
Oh, mate,
Little
honestly, it's a
setup.
pleasure to have you here, honestly. Introduce yourself firstly. Introduce yourself to everyone and tell us who you are.
So, my name's Kam Murry. You might have seen me on Instagram as Outdoor Kam. Basically, share a lot of fitness, hiking, positivity, challenges, resilience, and I am a member of Raw and Real, one of the founders, which is a men's mental health charity set up primarily on the Wirral, but we cover the whole of the Northwest, and we try and just help men build resilience through physical activity, improve their mental health, and get active, get out, and get speaking to other men.
Amazing. Absolutely class. Well, let's start there. Then let's start at Raw and Real. Tell us all about Raw and Real. Where did it start? How did it start?
So, it's an idea about 5 years ago now. Me, best friend, and his older cousin, who I've known for years. During the middle of COVID, lockdown, couldn't really see people getting isolated, lonely. And it was that point, you know, when you could just could get into small groups of 3 and 4, catch up. So we had a catch up in my mate's shed in the garden. So I'm going to catch up, and we're like, lads are getting lonely. What are we need to do something about this. And we were just thinking, how can we encourage people to...
Were you getting lonely?
Yeah, of course I was. I'm come from a big friendship group, always out, always seeing people. So then all of a sudden you're isolated, you speak to people online. Even though you speak to people, it's not the same. Human contact we thrive off community as humans, we always have done. So we said we need to encourage men to speak if they're struggling, or how can we get them out? And we just come up with the idea, well, let's go for a walk and talk to try and get that off the ground. Thinking, what can we call this? Coming up with all different names. One of us just come out Raw and Real. Raw conversations, real men, and it just clicked. That's it. From there, we come up with the name, made the logo. The logo is quite funny. If you deep it, if you look, the font's the Batman font. Which, you know, a lot of people don't know that, but we always laugh when we see it, because it's like, we've gone for Batman, the most isolated man on the planet. But, do you know what I mean? He's trying to help people. And it's just, we felt like, right, how can we feel like superheroes? How can we try and help people to feel better about themselves? Batman. So Raw and Real was born, started with the idea of walk and talks, and from that, over the years, it's just grew into this whole other entity.
How long you been going for?
It's about 4.5, 5 years
Wow,
now.
okay.
Yeah, so we're all volunteer based with a team of 10 strong volunteers. And we do football on a Monday, run club on a Tuesday, men's free kettlebell session on a Wednesday, walk and talk on a Thursday. We now put a sauna and cold plunge session on with our friend Detox up in West Kirby on a Friday. And then on a Saturday, probably once a month, maybe once every 6 weeks, I'll lead the hike, like an outdoor adventure. And they're all free of charge. Besides the football, small cost of £5 just to cover the pitch hire. Everything else we offer for nothing. And any money we do ever make off fundraising just goes straight back into the community.
Class.
Equipment, training, more volunteers come on board, basic training for them.
I've got to ask a question now. Do you know the cold plunge pool?
Yeah.
How many people scream like a little girl?
You'd be shocked. You'd be shocked. Obviously, we've got.
I don't think I could do it.
Yeah. Well, we do have the lad who runs that session, Sam, Padawan Coaching on Instagram. He is a cold water therapy specialist a little bit, so he'll teach you through the breath work of how to enter safely, how to keep your breath under control, so you're in a controlled plunge, should we call it, so that by the time you get into, say, chest and shoulder height, your breath works at a controlled state, so you don't panic as much, because especially when you're going from hot to cold, your body can go into shock if it's not done safely. And with them having proper cold plunge, you set it around anything between 6 and 10 degrees on the day. Obviously, if it's in the winter and it's cold outside, it could be colder. So he'll stage you in and talk you through the breath work for it. But that's completely free. We don't charge no one for that session, but that's something we pay for out of the funding we get from sources or whenever.
So people can use the services for free, basically.
Yeah, so we offer it to 6 to 8 lads every week. Usually it's fully booked because everyone wants to go. You know, people are messaging from the Monday, can I get on that on the Friday? And it might be, let us know, but come Thursday, it's like, we've got no spaces. If you've had, we'll try and get you on next week. And then we also try and get people repeat because we want to see the improvements of how does doing this 3 or 4 weeks on the bounce affect your mental health and improve it.
Can I ask, can we come on and have a go and we'll record it for the podcast?
Yeah,
Can you sort that out with us?
I'll speak to Sam, I'll see what weeks we've got some space and we'll see if we can get that down, yeah.
Why the fuck are you fucking
Because
putting me forward?
You've been a cunt to me with all these spicy hot foods and stuff, you twat. So I'm going to do this.
Get you in the cold.
That's fine.
Do you know what? Could you get us on it?
Yeah, I'll speak and we'll work out and we'll get a date.
Sound.
Yeah, I'll definitely be on it. I'll do it.
Even if we can't do the Friday, if we're fully booked, we know the lad who runs it. We can potentially maybe see if we can get another day slot.
Just a cheeky little half hour somewhere. We just come in. We'll
see if we can sort of slot. I'll hopefully come down because
we'll do it all.
We'll laugh watching you get it.
Sound.
Well, you can record it as well.
Yeah.
I'm up for it.
That'd be amazing. That'd be so good. So just talking about so basically you do something every day of the week apart from a Sunday.
Yeah.
How much time is that? Like, you've got a full-time job.
It's demanding. Obviously, as I say, we're a team of 10 volunteers strong. We started with 3 of us, the 3 founders. First, it was us 3. And everything we built, we were attending every session as participants, as leaders, encouraging other people. Now, 4 or 5 years down the line, we're at a place where we all have roles specifically. We all have a session we kind of specifically look after. And that's our duty each week. Like, so for me, the hikes once a month are my main duty. The kettlebell session on a Wednesday, there's 2 coaches. I'm training to be a coach currently, so I'm always in and around that on the Wednesday, helping, support, and say there's only one there, I'll drop in and support. If they're both there, I'm there enjoying the session, but also bringing the energy up in the session. So you'll always see me there most Wednesdays, and then we'll all drop into each other's sessions throughout the week, because sometimes I might fancy going for a run. I might need the walk and talk. People don't realise, as much as we run the sessions, we set it up for a reason.
You need them yourselves.
You get as much out of them as the other people do, yeah. Same for us, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
We're part of a charity called Mersey Project, and my main sort of thing is the listening space, which is like a peer-to-peer support group. I absolutely love it. Honestly, on a Tuesday night, I bounce into work on a Wednesday because I've been to the peer-to-peer on a Tuesday. I absolutely love it.
That's probably similar to like what our Thursday night walk and talk groups like. When we first started that, obviously it was the first session we launched.
It's the easiest thing to set up, isn't it?
It was the first session we launched, and we used to have loads of lads coming who knew us. It was like, because it was new, people wanted to support us. As time's gone on, the numbers have dropped on that, but the people who come at, people who actually need it now, and probably the type of people we're looking for on the original basis, the service users, should we call them, who come now are actually people who the session was set up for. They're not people who we know just coming for the sake of coming.
Yeah.
And that's where we look, and every session has a different group of people, should we say, because every group there need different types of support. The Wednesday session, where it's kettlebells, people want that high energy, that lad banter, that big energy. The Thursday's a bit quieter because it's a gentle walk, speak about things. There's no pressure. If you just want to come down, just chat shit basically about what's going on in your day, that's fine. Your missus is burning your head out, you've had a shit week in work, speak about that. If you've got some shit going on, you can speak about that too. But if you don't want to, if you want to come and just have a laugh with the lads, you're welcome to do that. And it's open.
And just come and get some fresh air as well.
That's it.
Go for a
Just
walk,
come
bit of
out,
exercise. Yeah.
That's one thing we've noticed about like the listening space and stuff like that we do. The social isolation that you break down just with that one little walk a week.
Yeah, the correlation between physical exercise and mental resilience and mental health improving is massive, and the more and more studies are coming out about it now. There's countries already around the world that are starting to prescribe exercise for depression and anxiety, but in this country we're quick to give pills, which then it might numb the pain for a couple of months, but then where's the improvement there? How do we get over that?
Just touching on that, right, as well, Cam. Like if you looked at it this way, right, how much is sertraline to make? That's like an antidepressant, isn't it? How much is that to actually make, and how much would it be instead to go, you know what, Willow Council's got 10 gyms around the Willow.
There's a membership.
There's a membership. Go and give that a go for a month, and we'll see you in a month. We don't want to put you on pills. We want to put you on go and exercise.
The problem with pills and stuff is it's all masking the problem. It's not getting to the actual issue itself, is it? It's just, have them, you'll feel better. But that's great, I'll feel better. But then if I stop taking them, I'm going to be back where I was. You're not dealing with the issue. You no longer feel
anxious, but the issue of what made you feel anxious is still there, and you may still be. Some people's anxiety and depression are caused by behaviours such as drinking and alcohol and drug abuse. Okay, well, I've got this medication to deal with the depression and anxiety, but I'm still smoking every day, I'm still drinking every day, my diet's still shocking, I'm still not sleeping. The root cause of the issue is never being dealt with. You're just masking it, and eventually your body's going to adapt and go, well, I need more, I need more, I need more. Then you've just added another issue then you've got to you're beating another addiction for pharmaceutical drugs as well as trying to deal with an issue, and I think that's where there's a big issue there, and that's why there's a lot of stigma around men struggling, because they go, I don't want to be on medication, but I don't want to feel like this, and they don't feel like they can speak. I think women are it's very well known, women, especially in salons and catch-ups, and they're very open, they tell people what's going on. Men hold it to themselves, and they think that's the brave thing to do. I think a lot of the older generation, especially, it's come down, were raised to not speak about how they feel. You man up.
It's the worst saying in the world.
We flip it, be a man, speak about your feelings. Yeah. That's the hard thing to do.
It's braver you're a braver person if you can sit there and tell people how you're actually feeling.
To sit there and cry in front of a room with your friends and your family. Absolutely. As a man. To me, that's braver than sitting there and not telling anyone you're struggling and drinking on the sly or doing something because that's the only way you know how to cope. Tell people how you feel. It's a hard conversation, but I guarantee the weight will feel lifted off your shoulders after.
That's the hardest part. That first step is always the hardest part of it.
I got prescribed sertraline and they're still sat there.
Still not had them, no.
No, I bottled it. And I'm not afraid to admit that. I was scared to take them because of the stigma that they give you. Oh, you're on antidepressants, you're a fucking lunatic.
Yeah. Oh, you are a lunatic anyway.
I am unstable, but it's the... You have to clip that. Yeah. But you know what I mean? So it's
I get the anxiety of... I get the anxiety of trying something.
They've been given to me to sort out my anxiety, and they made me fucking anxious about fucking taking them. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it was actually like it was all stemmed from being diagnosed with ADHD and stuff. It's mental. Like, it's mental up here. It's great, but it's fucking mental sometimes. Do you know what I mean? It's just mad.
I think a lot of the times people go, oh, I've got this mental illness, I've got this disability, I've got this.
No, but they're labeling everyone very easily, I think, as well.
We're probably all somewhere on the neurodivergent spectrum. But however, channel it, use it for you. I think especially the school system, there's one way of learning, there's one way of doing it, and if you don't fit into that box, you're a problem.
You're a naughty kid, and you're sent out of class.
You can't sit still for 6 hours straight and writing a book. I was a bright lad in school, but even I struggled with that. Yet put me in a room where I'm speaking to people and I'm bouncing, and there's energy there, and I can use energy. I come alive. I speak to people, I come alive. There's a lot of people who are probably like that. A lot of young kids who are sat there being told they're naughty because they can't sit still. But you put them in PE. They're the best behaved child in PE. Put them in drama, they come alive. But when they're sat in maths, they've got no interest in it. It's not what they're not. Maybe they might struggle with it. And then because of the way it's taught, they struggle because sit here, listen to me, and I'm writing your book.
Yeah.
The problem is as well, like when you look at like maths, English, science, the tick boxes, aren't they?
Yeah.
But we need to start, like with our kids in particular, kids are everywhere. We need to start saying, all right, listen, you do need maths, you do need English. We need you to write a letter, for fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? You are going to have to write letters. You can't rely on Copilot, ChatGPT and all that shite, even though I use it heavily. But you know what I mean? We need just, otherwise, like the English language or languages just in general are just going to end up fucking dying away. No one, like the amount of people I know who don't know where to put a comma.
Yeah.
It is absolutely ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? And I'm probably guilty at sometimes myself. When I read back, I'm like, oh, that needs one there. Oh, that needs one there.
I think Kam hit the nail on the head, though. There's a really good image on the internet. You can search it up. And basically, it's a row of animals. So you've got like a monkey, a hippo, an elephant, a cheetah, kangaroo, whatever. And there's a teacher stood at the front, says, right, today's lesson, we're going to climb that tree. Well, obviously, the monkey's like, absolutely happy days. This is my lesson, I'll smash this. The elephant's looking at the hippo going, how the fuck are we going to do this? Like, do you know what I mean? But that's the way the school system works. We're going to teach you this one way, and that's it. That might not be the best way for you to learn.
We need a more diverse. Like they do need English and maths, but we need to diverse stuff. We can't, like, everyone can't be teaching the same way. We explain to some kids, like, look, we know this is awful, this is crap, you're not interested, but we've got to do it because in later life you're going to need to work out taxes. But that's what I mean. Like, we don't teach them about taxes. We teach them about fucking formula. We teach them about algebra.
And when have you ever used that besides for your maths exam? No one needs to know how to work, unless you go into a job where if you do, your training on the job will tell you exactly how to use that. 95% of people probably don't need to work out the angle of a triangle ever in day-to-day life. However, how to do basic maths in like addition, subtraction,
how to budget, things like that.
Budget, yeah. Hey, this is how much money you've got. This is how much your bills are. Work out a percentage of this, and this is what you've got to save, and this is what you've got to spend for yourself. Take these bills away. That's what we need to learn. And yeah, we do in the basic addition and subtraction, but we should apply it directly to real life scenarios.
100%. You couldn't say it better. And the same way it goes to English as well. I get like there's two, like when I was in school, fucking my school's changed names that many times now, but there was English literature and English language. Yeah. Like, I don't care about fucking Shakespeare.
English literature,
I couldn't be arsed with it now. I don't want to listen to Othello or Macbeth. Do you know what I mean? Like, I appreciate that Shakespeare is fantastic. And
you look like a Shakespearean character.
Which one?
I don't know, just any of them. You look like you belong in a Shakespearean play.
I don't know whether to be offended or fucking...
Just pointing it out. Just pointing it out.
Let's just say you're a cunt for that and can't move on.
Just drop his head out and he
£10
just have my head in your hand like that, and I'm like just waffling away for the episode.
Oh,
but no, we need to start like literally like cut out the bullshit. If someone like wants to go and be an English teacher, yes, drive them down that road. There's someone really interested in English literature and stuff like that. But that hour lesson that you've got there, do an extra hour of PE for the people who do that.
Well, I think it's wrong that they unless you choose PE as a subject after year 10, you don't do any physical activity at all in school, which I think is bollocks, by the way.
I think the best way to do it should be every day. All students should start with PE. I think that would be a great way to do it. You come in, first thing you do is exercise. Build a bit of discipline to get people in the habit of, children in the habit, waking up and exercising first thing in the morning. Boost the serotonin, burn off some energy. Let them enjoy that energy they've got first thing in the morning. Wake themselves up, get the brain firing, get the body firing. Just going to build discipline for them later on in life.
Even if it's just a walk around the playground and stuff like that, just a walk.
A 15-minute exercise, doing something all together in a big group. Could be the whole year out on the yard or in the hall at once. 15 minutes, something like that. And then they go and start the lessons then. And it burns a bit of energy. The neurons are circling, the dopamine and serotonin's going through the body. And they've built that habit of just, okay, I wake up and I exercise.
Yeah.
Instead of allowing people to go through life and then going, oh, 40 now, and I've not done exercise for 25 years.
My kids, when they're at primary school, so the government wanted to trial something called Il Sistema. So basically it's from Venezuela, and every primary school age child in Venezuela learns a classical instrument. So whether that be violin, viola, double bass, cello, something along those lines, right? So the government here wanted to trial it, and they picked 3 schools in the whole of the country, right? One in London, one in Newcastle, and one in Liverpool. And they picked our kids' primary school to do it. And they said that the improvement in the classroom since starting the lessons of the music improved something like fucking 24% or something.
And that's just a musical
And
instrument.
that's just doing that's just literally learning a musical instrument. Like,
Because
do you know what I mean?
teaching them different skill. You're also teaching them about a whole new way of life. Like that could be that child's only way of expressing creativity all day, something they're interested in. So everything else is well, at least I had that today. It's like if you start your day with something, or you've got something to look forward to at the end of the day. Say you're going to a nice meal on a Wednesday night, you're in work all day thinking, doesn't matter how bad it is here in work, got that tonight. You kind of just accept what you're going through, breeze you. You've got something to look
The next
forward
day,
to.
oh, I'm learning the bass guitar today. Oh, I'm doing PE first thing in the morning. I'm going to have a nice walk, clear my head before the day. Or we're going to do burpees, do you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So I've heard you do the burpee challenge.
Yeah.
What's the crack here like?
So I originally, when I hit 5,000 followers on Instagram, I said I was going to do a challenge, and then I got injured. I got a bit of an injury to my shoulder, so I had to delay the challenge. And by the time I got to a point where I was able to train, exercise again, my Instagram grew to 7,000 nearly, and I went, right, well, what I'll do, I'll forget the 5,000. I'll go to 7,000 now. We hit 7,000. I had a couple of ideas from the 5,000. See what people said. I'll put it out to people. And this
So what, you did like a public photo?
and this same idea kept coming up of 7,000 burpees. And I was like, well, I'm going to have to do it now then.
You can't shit out now,
yeah,
can you?
I agreed to do it in the month of July because it was about beginning of June when it come up. And I was like, right, start next month, beginning of July, I'll do 7,000 burpees. Instagram grew a little bit more since then. So on the first day when I announced it, I said what I'll do is do 7,000, and any additional followers I have over 7,000, I'll do an additional burpee. So currently we're just shy of 7,300. So that's the target for the end of the month. I'm hoping my Instagram doesn't go wild in the next few days, to be honest.
I'm going to tell everyone to follow you, mate.
So currently we're at, so I've just been to the gym before here. I've just done 450 today. So we're currently at 5,550 for the month.
in a day.
Yeah.
I couldn't do 4.
So
Then my 450.
I'm tired just thinking about
I know, honestly.
well, on Thursday this week coming, I've got a couple of friends coming to join me, and the target is we're going to go for 1,000. Going to stay
between the three of you, or each?
No, just that's my target. They're
You're
just
going to do
they're
1,000
just going to
burpees?
join me for some reps, however many they want to do. I'm going to go for 1,000 on the Thursday, and that'll take me to bang on. It'll be the 30th of July, 7,000 reps. I'll do 6,000 to 7,000 on that day. And then any additional over 7,000, like for the additional followers, I'll do on the Friday to finish the challenge off.
Fucking hell.
It's hard graft, that.
Do you know what? I saw on his Instagram the other morning, just going to knock out a quick 50 burpees before work. You know, I'm leaving for work in a bit, so I was going to quickly whack out 50. But if I did 50 burpees before work, I wouldn't be going to work.
That was just
Honestly.
before I left for a night shift, that. So I think I'd already done 225 earlier that day. And I was literally about to leave for work, and I had 6 or 7 minutes spare, and I went, the yoga mat's still out. Right, before I get changed, just dropped and just done 50 burpees in one set, because I thought I've got to just keep chipping away at them. Got to keep, even on days I don't want to, or I've had a long day. There's been times when I've been in work all day, I've done something after work. It's been 12 o'clock at night, and I'm like, I didn't do any yesterday. Can't not do any today, and I've done 150 at it was the night England played Mexico in the World Cup, and obviously I was like, it's 12 o'clock now. The England game kicks off at 1 o'clock. I'll do 150 burpees now. I'll kill some time in this next hour. Done that, and then got to like 10 to 1. Just finished. Took my time doing them. Didn't rush. Obviously trying to be quiet as well. We live in a flat. It was like, can't be too loud. On the alpha downstairs. So done that, and then I've looked and said, oh, the game's delayed till 2 o'clock. Quickly jumped in the shower and sat on the couch thinking, oh, hang on here, I'm all right. Fell asleep at 1:30 and missed the game. Woke up on the 94th minute like that on the couch. It was like 3-2. I just seen it was 3-2. Didn't even check who to. Just turned the telly off. Got back into bed. Thought I'd find out tomorrow and watch the highlights. Everyone was like, oh, did you watch it? It was a great game. I was like, fast to keep on the couch the whole game.
Do you know what you should do? What you should do is, right, so what are we on now? We're on the 27th of July. What you should do, right, is ask for people that are following your challenge to make a donation to Raw and Real.
I know. Well, you know what? I was planning. I didn't think till about half the month. I should have done this as a bit of a charity challenge rather than just a sick challenge for me to commit to. And
you've got 4 days. Let's see what you could. I reckon you get a fair couple.
Well, to be fair, it's 3 lads part of the Roaring Meal team. They've just been down south. They've just done an 12-hour overnight ultra. So it was 4.1, I think it was 4.167 miles every hour on the hour for 12 hours. And that comes to a 50 miles in total. So all three of them managed to finish it. And basically the winner comes out. Sometimes they do it where it'll go on for as long as someone can run. This was only for 12 hours, and whoever wins the last lap wins the whole entire race. So you do every hour you go, and then on the 12th hour, whoever finishes first wins. So I think the fella who won it done it in like 24 minutes. 4 miles in 24 minutes after running 4 miles every hour on the hour for the last 11 hours as well. And it's just insane. When they told me that, I couldn't run my first 4 mile at that speed.
Yeah.
One of our lads done just shy of 29 minutes.
Wow.
He's a good runner. And then one of the other lads done 31 minutes. They're
A
both
mate of
good
mine does a
runners.
lot of like ultra marathons and stuff. Andy, if you're watching, mate, he did one. I think it was last year potentially, where I think it was on like the cliffs of Dover or something. And he's basically the signage wasn't very good for the route, so he's gone off route for 15 minutes. He was second at the time. Gone off route 15 minutes. A steward's seen him, put him back on the route. He still finished fourth. It's just like fucking lunatic.
Yeah, it's
like 50 odd miles, like running constantly. I was like, lad, honestly.
Yeah, I've got a friend, he lives in Australia now. Jamie Robinson, if you're watching, this is a big shout out to you. He's done numerous Ironmans now. He's done ultras. His last ultra he done before he moved to Australia, round here, was one up and over Snowdon, and it was like 3 laps of Snowdon. So it was like 60, I think it was 50 or 60 mile up and over Snowdon several times. It was, he sent us a picture of his feet after he finished, and yeah, they were horrendous.
Yeah, to say that in
Feet
a
looked
bad
like
way.
they were about to fall off because they were just blistered from front to back, all up the sides. I think he went through about 3 pairs of shoes. He had people meeting him at various points, obviously refueling, changing socks, having 10 minutes before he goes again. As I say, he's done numerous Ironmans, and that all started
that takes
with
some
him.
dedication, doesn't it, doing that?
That all started with him. Read David Goggins' You Can't Hurt Me book. Read that, and it just flipped something in him. Overnight, literally, he finished the book, and overnight started running. Got into running from that, started cycling, swimming, and just become this beast.
Wow.
And it was all because reading David Goggins' book.
Yeah. I've seen you mention that before. Tell us about it. Tell us about this book.
David Goggins Can't Hurt Me. Do you know the story of David Goggins?
Tell us.
He's an ex-Navy SEAL in America. He's the only man to ever do the Navy SEAL Hell Week 3 times. Because basically, when he first joined, he was 300 pounds, massively overweight. And basically, he said he was just stayed in the training. So he done 3 lots of Navy SEAL training to lose the weight while he was in there. So he'd pass, but he'd stay on the training course to go again. And he's the only man to do it 3 times. From that, he's done ultra marathons. I think it's Badwater 135, 135-mile race through the desert in somewhere in America. Badwater, Texas. 135 mile hour. Nevada, Texas it is, yeah. 135 mile in the heat through the desert. It's one of the most insane races on the planet. And it's non-stop. It's not like you're doing 10 mile one day, 10 mile next. It is whoever finishes the 135 mile route first wins. A lot of people, it's just a case of can you finish it because of the distance. He's in his, I think he's early 50s now. He's still absolutely ripped. He held the world record for the most pull-ups in 24 hours at one point. That's since been beaten 2 or 3 times. Took him 3 goes to initially get it. But yeah, he's just an animal of a man. But it's all about mindset. It's all about, as he says, going into the mental lab, the mental well.
The first person you've got to beat is yourself, isn't it?
Yeah.
By
You
coming out
versus you
talking.
always.
Yeah. The hardest battle is yourself, isn't it, son?
Always, mate, always. It's yeah, as we mentioned earlier, the hardest part is admitting there's a problem and then telling someone about it, and that's a battle within yourself, isn't it? That's it is the hardest part. Let's talk about mental resilience, because I know that this is something you're big on, and on your Instagram you talk about A brick a day.
Yeah,
A
brick
brick
by
a day.
brick mindset. So
Yeah,
brick
yeah.
by brick mentality. It's something I heard, and you know what? I've been about this before. I can't remember the first time I heard that and who I heard it from, but I remember hearing it and it just stuck. Wow, yeah, that's it. And from then, I've just tried to live my life by that mentality of every day, can I keep laying the bricks, laying the foundations of improving myself and becoming better, whether that's turning up for the gym when I don't want to, still choosing to eat a healthy meal, going to bed early, simple things. You know what, I won't go for a pint tonight. Just, can you move yourself forward every day? Like Rome, they always say the phrase, Rome wasn't built in a day. But I know they were laying bricks every day to become this great city. So I always think, well, if I can lay some brick for my future self every day, try and do something 1% better every day, one day I'll get to that place where I'm who I believe I can be and the man who I think I can be and I know I can be in the future. And I just try to share that through my social media, that you don't have to be dead intense all the time, massive things. Small daily changes, small daily steps, small bricks every day eventually will build you to this place where you're like, look how far you've come, look who you are now, look what you've built for yourself.
Nice.
Just a good attitude, isn't it? Like, it's fantastic. Yeah.
So do you like teach this sort of resilience sort of stuff within like Raw and Real and that?
Yeah, so that's the main key thing that we try and teach within Raw and Real for men is building resilience, and we do that through fitness and exercise. Obviously, running, a lot of people hate running, so that's why we do a social 5K. Sometimes the hardest part's just showing up to that. You might not want to run, but you'll exercise. You'll never regret the workout you did. You'll only ever regret when you don't do it, I find.
I love that saying. That's a good saying.
So it's one of them where it's like, with Kam, how can we teach men mental resilience? Okay, show up for yourself, turn up, and that's why we offer a varied amount of sessions, so that there's something that applies to everyone and is attractive to everyone to get involved with. However, can you show up for yourself every week and come down? So I get some people work commitments they can't, but when you've got the time, commit and come to it every week. That's building resilience, building discipline for yourself. Especially if I do the Wednesday kettlebell sessions and the hikes. There's a lot of resilience building in that. When you don't want to do that next rep, but everyone else in the room still going, encouraging you, it pushes you to do it, and then you're going to grow as a person. On the hike, your legs are burning, you can't see the top, and you're thinking, how much longer have we got? But you keep going, you keep gritting your teeth, keep taking them steps forward, and eventually you hit
you're
the
all
top.
pushing each other on as well, aren't you?
That's why the community aspect of Raw and Real is what makes it so strong. Across the week, we can sometimes have anything close to 100 lads involved in all the various sessions, from, especially on a week where we've got, say, the hike on, we've got 6 sessions that week. You could have close to 100 lads involved that week. And then when we have challenges, so in February this year, we've done a non-stop 24-hour walk and talk to raise money for Raw and Real. And that started in Sefton Park in Liverpool and ended by the time we finished, we were at Liso Lighthouse. 24 hours straight. No, there were stops along the way, but it was a non-stop 24-hour walk and talk. Went from Sefton Park through Widnes, through to Runcorn, into Chester, all down Helsby, to like Parkgate, round the back, and then finished at Liso Lighthouse. There was 8 of us from the team who'd done the full 24 hours.
How many miles did you do?
I think it was about 50, 60 mile all in, something like that. It was about 50 odd mile non-stop. Feet were broken. That was one of the hardest things I've ever done, ever. This burpee challenge is hard because it's every day, but that was just, I got about 16 hours in and was ready to quit. Feet felt like I was walking on a million pieces of shards of glass constantly, and then you're thinking, I've still got 8 hours to go here. Hips are locking, every part of my body's hurting. The sleep deprivation, trying to fuel while you're on the go is hard. But
it's choosing what to fuel with.
Exactly. And then,
you don't want to get wired, do you? At the same point,
you need caffeine apart, but you can't have too much because you're gonna crash too hard.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember there was a point. This is probably the closest point I got to quitting. Coming up to Parkgate, and in my head, I was like, the Elephant Lounge do pizzas. I need a pizza. I want a pizza. Got there.
That'd be me, that.
It was about 11:30 in the morning. I walked in. Some girl I went to school with served me, and we all looked rough. We've been out walking for the last 16 hours all night long. What are you doing? Explain. And I was like, please tell me you're doing pizzas. And she went, no, it's not on yet. I felt like crying.
No way.
She's like, we've just got these sandwiches here. And I just looked and I was just like, just give me 2 of them. Give me 2 of them and a coffee. And I remember sat outside on the floor. You come out the door and I'm sat on the floor, sprawled across the floor, sunglasses on, beanie, hood up. People are walking down having a nice Sunday afternoon.
You're looking like a mess on the floor.
Like I've been dragged in off the street, sprawled across the floor, eating this sandwich around my mouth. And I'm just like that. I don't know if I can do this anymore. That close to tears. I didn't know what to feel because in my head I'd set my mind on this pizza and it wasn't there. Ate the sandwich, felt a bit better, and then it was like, right, let's just get moving. Yeah, and anytime anyone started to dip, we were all there to pick each other up. There was probably parts we were all going slightly a bit delusional. The phrase "let's eat the tarmac" come out quite a lot. That was our little way of, this tarmac's not on, we'll just eat it, we'll just eat the tarmac. That was our way of just, we can do this. And I remember getting to about probably 20 hours in, was in absolute agony. But by that point, I just hit this next level of nothing's going to stop me now. There's no way I'm not finishing this now. My feet have been broken, my body's been hurting for the last 6 hours. What's another 4? I'm not going to not
Come
finish.
too far to not fucking finish this now.
I can't go home now. I'm in West Kirby now. Why would I get a lift home from here? Just carry on going. We may as well keep going. And that was it then. And I hit that point. And a lot of the lads, the last few hours, we all hit that point of, doesn't matter how much it hurts now, we're nearly there. And we had that thought in our head of, this is hard, but this is nothing compared to a man who's struggling mentally and he's got no outlet and he's got no one to speak to and he doesn't know where to turn. That's a harder battle than what we're in right now. There's an end goal here. For a man in them dark places, they can't see an end goal. And that was what we kept remembering of why we were doing it and the reason we were keeping going. And that got us through them last few hours.
Class. Unbelievable.
Such a story.
Teach me and Richie some resilience. Come on, come on.
Oh, why? He's going to be able to sort me and you out now. Fucking hell.
You know,
need at least a year for both of us.
Is there any sort of like, so for people that are watching and listening, thinking, oh, sounds fucking class and that, is there any like sort of basic things that they can do to start, you know, this brick by brick thing that you were saying?
No, where it started for me, cold showers.
Really,
Take a cold shower every single day. And I have done nearly every single day this year, and last year I'd done about 8 months straight of every single day. But for like the last probably 3 or 4 years, I take a cold shower every day or nearly enough every day. Most times within the first hour of waking up. And that's just straight in, I'm in the shower, it's set to cold and I turn it on. And it's not about washing your body, it's not about getting fresh, it's about 2 to 3 minutes is what I go for now. Some days I'll push myself and do 4 or 5. Other days it might be 90 seconds if I'm in a rush.
But you're still doing it.
But I'm still doing it, still showing up myself. And that, I feel like that's had one of the most incremental effects on me, resilience-wise, and being able to show up with discipline every single day. I don't want to do that most days.
So what you're basically saying is set yourself a goal.
Set yourself a small, micro goal,
an easy, a doable goal. Like,
well, I started.
Every single person go in and turn that shower to cold.
Yeah.
You've then just got to get in it. Once you do it once, you do it again.
Best way to start that for me, I found, was end of your hot shower, just turn it to cold. Just aim for 15 seconds to start with. No one's expected to go from never doing a cold shower to go in and, yeah, you're going to handle that for 3 minutes. No, I wouldn't expect that from anyone because it's hard. You want to get out. But through the more persistence and the more repetitions of you doing that day by day, brick by brick, as I say, you're gonna become more accustomed to it. You're gonna accept this is hard, but I've done this before. I'm suffering here now, but I'm choosing to do this.
And that's building up that mental resilience, and then that resilience can be transferred to other areas of your life. Carries on across
part of your life.
Yeah, wasn't it that Wim Hof
made
it
Wim Hof
popular
methods.
yeah.
So his methods about cold water therapy and breath work, and he found that. I've read his book. If you've never read his book, it's worth a read. It speaks about his life, his method, and how he discovered his method. He's had a hard life. He was married, met a girl he loved when he was young, married to her. She had a lot of mental mental problems and mental struggles throughout their life together. They had 4 kids at the time. One day, she just took herself to the top of a building and jumped off. No warning, didn't tell anyone. She just committed suicide off the top of a building, and that sent him into a downward spiral of, obviously, what would you do if your partner's done that? You're married and you've got 4 children together. And from that, that was where he started to discover this method of the cold water and the breath work, and how that can help boost your mental health and boost your mental positivity and build resilience. It's also now been shown that breath work has physiological effects. So he's done all sorts of tests, and he's got numerous world records. Longest underwater swim under ice, longest running. I think he's got the quick marathon, done a marathon in the desert on no water. He's had studies done on him where he's been injected with E. coli, where most people would get ill. He doesn't. And that's because his body, his immune system's so much stronger from doing this breathwork technique. Research on him and read his book. I've got his book. If you want, I can bring it up and drop it in. It's well worth a read, because it just speaks about how he found the method, and then it goes into all the science behind it, and it's crazy. Something as simple as breathing a certain way and a bit of cold water can have such massive effects on your body.
You wouldn't see, it's mad, isn't it? I mean,
That's why we're going to do that plunge thing, and then we're going to become fucking...
I think I've got a long way to go before I
Listen,
become Wim Hof, mate.
right, but that plunge that we do with
Listen,
Kam,
it's got to start somewhere, don't it?
exactly.
We might go down
Start
there.
with the
and I
cold
might
showers first, lads. Couple of seconds in the cold
I'm
shower.
gonna go in there bold as brass, mate, and just go and dunk myself in. Honest to God, like, just go big or go home. So if you can set that up for us, Kam, that'll be fucking
I'll speak
incredible.
to the team and I'll see what we can do, and I'll be in touch. And I'm sure we can arrange a date at some point. There's got to be a time.
Yeah, it's got to be a time. So, Kam, if I want to come and join Raw and Real, how do I get in touch with you or one of your other 9 volunteers?
Obviously, you might follow one of us from the team. We've all got our own social media accounts where we're all doing different things. I'm into me hiking, fitness, and
give them all a shout out. Give them all a shout out.
Debo Fit, he's one of our kettlebell coaches. B Hum Fit, he's another kettlebell coach. You've got Began Live, his name's Alfie, he's a runner. Singo Graham 1, I think his Instagram is. It's Finn Singleton, he's a runner. Also got Sunny Outdoors, he's a beast, him, to be honest. Little Sunny. I call him. So obviously within the group we've got the more senior volunteers and the newer volunteers. So I'm his key worker, because he's my understudy, shall we say. So he's involved. He comes with me on the hikes. He's into his running. Comes to kettlebell sessions. He's about 5 foot nothing, but he's built like this. He's an absolute unit. He's a cracking lad. The most polite lad you'll ever met. All the team are, everyone has their own personalities, and that's what makes us so impressionable. Someone like me is very outspoken and very erratic. Someone who's a bit shy, I might not be the best person to deal with, but then we've got some of the other volunteers who are a bit quieter. We're originally quite shy when they come on board. They might be more suited. Then we've got the big boss himself, Sam Padmore, Padawan Coaching on Instagram. He's one of the founders with me and Barney, Be Fun Fit. It was us 3 who had the idea in the shed. Also got, who else have we got? There's that many of us, yeah.
Tag them all in there.
So yeah, but if you see any of us, or we're on Instagram. Instagram's our main outlet, to be fair. Obviously, it's probably the most used social media nowadays. So that's rnr.nw is our actual name. But if you search Raw and Real on Instagram, we'll come up that way. And from there, drop us a message. Say you want to get involved, and then we've got a link tree of a couple of forms we need you to fill in before you come down. It's just a waiver, just for if you want to get involved in a session, just a waiver to say if you was to hurt yourself, it's your own liability as such. A pre-participation form basically just finds out a little bit about you, what you've done before, what's your level of fitness, what sort of session you want to get involved in. And then there's one other form. I can't remember what the name of it's called. I think it's the park queue. And that's just a little bit more about basically why have you wanted to come to Raw and Real? Are you dealing with, say, loneliness? Are you maybe struggling with a mental issue, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling anxious, just gives us that bit of information for our own backing to go.
It then opens the door to see which one of you approach him as well. Because if you see someone's really anxious, you might feel like, I'm not, but you can go to him like the guy who's under you or whatever.
Also then as well, depending on what session you want to get involved in, one of the session leads from that session. So most sessions have got 2 or 3 of us kind of assigned to it who can be involved with it. So therefore we can go, okay, we've got this maybe quite lonely young lad who wants to come down to this session on a Wednesday. Okay, I might not be the best person to contact him. Dylan might be, or Barney might be in that instance. Sonny might be the best person, or Singo. So we'll always try and attract it. We've also got a lad called Luke Cravo. He's runs the football and the walk and talk, but he's a bit more behind the scenes. He's a bit more the brains of the operation. He's a very, very intelligent man. And he does a lot behind the scenes for us. So we've got, as I say, we grew to this really strong team. I look sometimes, when we act rare, we all get in the same room together. We all have full-time jobs around doing this, trying to get a meeting with everyone in. When we all do, it's like the stars align and we go, wow, what's going on here? We've just built this great team over years of everyone who does it purely for the love of helping others. No one gets anything out of it other than the pride that you take in leading the sessions and helping others, and it's just brilliant to see.
And it's all, I suppose, as well, with you seeing, like, I mean, we see it with MMP, is that you'll have a lad come along, and like the listening space, for example, will come along, he won't say much first week, won't say a little bit more the second week. By the third week, you can't shut them up, and they're just, you know what I mean? Seeing the people sort of come out of the shell and stuff. And also with R&R is the fact that you've got something for everyone. So if somebody is not at the fitness level to potentially do the kettlebells or the football, you've got the walk and talk. So there is something for everybody there, isn't there?
Yeah, and like we always say, every session's open to everyone. Like, you might watch our Instagram and you might see the Wednesday. Yeah, a lot of us who go every week, we might be fit, we might lift heavy, but we were all beginners at one point, and we always encourage people, if you're got an interest in that but you don't think you're ready for it, come down. There's a reason we've got 2 or 3 coaches there every session. Everyone who's been there before knows what they're doing, so therefore we can put a bit of time into you. There's an aspect you can get aspects of moments of 1-to-1 or 2-to-1 coaching there and then in the session for free, because the session's for free. Work on your technique, work on this, work on your technique, work on your form. We'll always say, come in, start light. It's just about getting started. Rest when you need. It's none of this. You don't have to keep up with everyone else. Everyone else who comes every week's built a level of fitness. Same with the football. That's an open, all-inclusive football game. Doesn't matter whether you've never played football before or you play every week for a team. It's not about how many goals. It's not about rough tackles. It's not Sunday league. It's inclusive football. It's about having a laugh and having a kick about. Yeah, it's like when you're kids and you're just having a game of one bounce in the streets. It's that sort of level of freedom within the game. Doesn't matter if you've got 2 left feet. No one's bothered.
Come and have a go, innit?
Yeah, just come down and have a go. If you've got an interest in footy, it gets you out the house and it's a bit of community.
I'm going to give somebody a shout out here. It's Luke, who plays our footy sessions. So Luke, if you're listening, mate. Luke had never really played football, ever. He was more of a rugby lad. He's played rugby all his life. And he started coming to our footy sessions, didn't know where to go, didn't know where to stand, didn't know.
Not a thing, no.
And now he's probably one of the best right backs that we've got within the entire sessions, because he's stuck at it, and he's come down and he's listened to the more experienced lads about where to be and when and stuff, and he's took it on board, learnt it. He's absolutely flying now. Like,
it's that commitment, isn't it? The commitment to it, and obviously the growth in him from that. It's not just the growth of his ability on the game. The growth in him as probably a man and a lad. Absolutely. Since coming down, from trying something new, learning better than himself. That's just going to make him a better person then over time.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's class, isn't it? But it's good that there's more people out there helping people, innit? You know,
no, that's what we need. Like, the problem is there's not enough helping the people do this. Funding is a fucking twat to get.
As I say, we've been going 5 years, and this year's one of the first years we've had funding.
Really, yeah.
In terms of like actually,
how hard is it?
It's nightmare. And also in terms of writing bids for funding, it's a full-time job. Looking for them, writing the bids, applying for them, collecting all the data to support the bid. Once you've got it, that's a full-time job. And as I say, we're all volunteers. We've all got sessions to run. We've all got, sometimes I can't run the session I should be, so I've got to cover another session for someone else. We're all also interchangeable at times.
Yeah.
We're all trying to do bits of training outside and better ourselves, and as well as we're all in a full-time job, but we're doing something for Raw and Real. But we're also trying to, a lot of us, what we do for Raw and Real, we're also trying to build a career in that outside of the volunteering we do for it. So like me with the coaching and the hiking, I'm trying to transition out of my job into that as a career. But you're trying to find the time to balance your job, work life, doing this, training here. It's hard, but we do it because we all love it.
And it's rewarding, isn't it, as well? It is rewarding.
That's one of the most common themes about all the guests we've had on this. Is getting funding, you need a fucking degree.
We've spoke to so many different CICs, charities, you know, I mean, this will be episode 16, I think. And, you know, we've had quite a few guests on and they've all said the same thing. It's so, because you've got so many different people going for the same pot of money. It's so hard. But like you say, you need a full-time job. I mean, we're quite lucky, and Chris, our chairman, he
does a lot.
He's dead good at writing stuff. So if you need any help with it, I'm sure if we spoke to Chris, he'd be able to.
Yeah, so we've gone down the route of trying to speak to someone who's a bid writer, and we've put money into it from our own pockets, and it bought us nothing. So we've gone away from that, and we're back to one of the fellas within our team. He's tries to stay a bit more behind the scenes now, so we can focus primarily on that. However, there's aspects he has to cover, and we're still trying to figure out how can we take workload off him and split it between others so that we can focus more on that. Trying to find a balance. I do that, but then I'm also very involved in the background myself with compliance, making sure risk assessments are up to date, making sure as soon as we it sounds straightforward, but like as soon as we do a location for the walk and talk, it's a new risk assessment.
Of course it is.
So as soon as we do, or we change the location for the boat, it's a new risk assessment. Every time we do the hikes, the risk assessments for the hikes are not straightforward at all. There's a million things you've got to think about. So that's why we do try and keep locations similar if we can.
So the risk assessment's
the same. We know exactly where we're at. However, we like to change it up. We try and apply to new areas. Someone might not drive, so asking someone to get to Seacombe every week's hard when they live in Park 8. So if we can go to Park 8 one week, it's only down the road for them. They can walk down and meet us. We've got lads who come over from Liverpool. It's not fair, they have to come over all the time, so we try and venture over there, Sefton Park, Crosby Ways, occasionally, but obviously it depends on the team, how easy it is for the team who's running the session to get over there for that. If you've got a full-time job and you've got to be in Crosby for 7, but you don't finish work till 6, you're straight there, whereas if you finish work at 6 over here and you're in Seacombe for 7, you've got time to have something to eat, and then so it's finding that balance, and it's difficult sometimes, but we make it work. As I say, we've got a team of nearly 10 volunteers now, so it helps a lot now.
So tell everyone, just one more time, tell everyone how they can get involved with Raw and Real.
So message us on Instagram, rnr.nw, drop us a message and we'll send you over a link to all the forms needed. Fill them forms out, let us know what you're interested in, why you've come to Raw and Real, how you heard about us. It'll all come through on the forms, and then from there, and one of the team will get in touch with you regarding the session you want to do. Sometimes you might have a personal one-to-one with one of the mentors within the team before coming down to a session, just to ease it in a little bit easier. Other people might go, no, you can come straight down to a session. But yeah, just drop us a message on Instagram and we can go from there. And
amazing. And again, your Instagram?
Outdoor.cam. So that's on Instagram and TikTok. TikTok's a little bit lacking, I can't lie. Tend to focus primarily on Instagram, but I'm trying to get the movement going with that now. So yeah,
perfect.
Hopefully it's a bit more active.
Thank you very much, mate. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's a great chat. That, and I especially love like the resilient stuff. I do like that because I think obviously it just helps obviously our listeners and viewers and stuff. We're a mental health podcast, building a bit of resilience is never going to do anyone any harm, is it? So amazing. Thanks for coming down, mate. Really appreciate it.
And hopefully we can see you soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. We'll have to come on again down the line and tell us how you're getting on and stuff.
Sure, I'll have another challenge.
One of your mad challenges, yeah.
Tell us all about your challenge, mate. Stay in touch, honestly, guy.
You lunatic.
This time, get something out of it, though. Like, get some money for your cause, you know what I mean?
definitely. I think because I was doing it the same time as we had 2 other lads doing another challenge, it was like, right, I'll do this purely for me. Got off for the month and I thought, this would definitely be worth a few quid.
The end of July, you're going to be like, I fucking smashed that. I've done that really well. Do you know what I mean?
I've got a feeling I'm going to get quite emotional, to be honest. As I'm getting closer, every time I'm getting towards the end of my set, and I'm thinking, I'm getting a bit emotional here, like, because I'm realising how you hear everyone's got loads of followers on Instagram, 10,000, this, 7,000. You go, oh yeah, that's a decent number.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Then as soon as you do a rep for every follower, you realise how many people that is.
Actually is. Yeah.
Really put it into perspective.
Mate, honest to God, hats off to
Well, do you know what? So this will be coming out in August, this episode. So go back onto Cam's Insta and start it from the 1st of July and watch his challenge and how he progresses all the way through, because it's class. So nice one, mate. Thanks for coming down.
Thanks for having me
Richie,
on.
it's been amazing being back in the studio again.
Yeah.
Actually recording in person.
No, we haven't done it for a while.
I know, it's been a while. I know. All the usual stuff, please, guys. If you see our stuff on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and stuff, please give it a like, give it a share, because you never know, it might reach somebody who needs to hear it. It might make them talk for the first time. You know, you could inadvertently be really helping somebody. So please like it, please share it. Subscribe to our channels, especially our YouTube. That would be amazing. Check out the merch. It's t-shirtstudio.com/marketplace/MOTM. SLMGP, they're our main sponsor, they're class. Go and check them out.
And we'll see you soon.
See you in a bit.
Take care, guys. Ta-da now.
Feeling drained, foggy, running on fumes again? Yeah, we've all been there. But what if your energy boost didn't come with the jitters, the crash, or the chemical aftertaste? Introducing Dubby, the clean energy formula built for focus, built for clarity, and built for people who actually care about what they put in their body. Dubby is powered by a NutriFactor blend, a natural brain-boosting ingredient designed to sharpen your mind, dial in your focus, and keep you locked in for hours. No sugar, no fillers, no artificial colours, no nonsense. Just smooth, long-lasting energy that tastes incredible and keeps you performing at your best. Whether you're gaming, creating, studying, working out, or just trying to get through a day without crashing. So ditch the jitter juice, skip the sugar bombs, and upgrade to clean energy that actually works. And if you use code word Mersey10 at checkout, you will get 10% off your order. So, Dubby, be better, be focused, be unstoppable. Get yours today from Dubby.gg. That's Dubby.gg. Use code word Mersey10 for 10% off your order.